Hi, the event's been excellent this year. We've had a lot of good positive feedback from a lot of the clients, and frankly speaking, I was expecting a bit more of a downbeat atmosphere, but actually there's a lot of positivity out there. So from the people arriving, people are hard at work, forming partnerships, moving their projects on from demo to commercial stage. If you're looking at new sort of bio-based chemicals, there's sort of renewed optimism. I think generally from some of the analysis and analysts we had speaking yesterday, looking at the depth at, say, oil price was obviously a big topic of conversation. So general sentiment that we're bottoming out on oil prices and the scenarios going forward, which have a big impact when you're looking at feedstocks for the chemical industry that are bio-based. So renewed optimism. And some great conversations, as you can probably hear in the background. Yeah, I mean, every year there's new stuff happening. There's stuff in technology pathways and products and things that I've never heard of. So things from that are exciting. So obviously Tom van Aken, CEO of Avantium, gave his announcement of a new plant with BASF. Tying up, which will be launched in Antwerp. So steel going into the ground is always exciting. In terms of sort of new pathways, in terms of bionutraceuticals and a few people talking about omega-3 and rather than taking omega-3 from fatty fish, they're going directly to the microalgae that the fatty fish feed on. And extracting omega-3, so in terms of opportunities there in nutrition, other conversations around, again, syngas to food CO2, so in terms of carbonation of drinks, so a whole variety, the incredible array of different applications that are coming up in terms of the bioeconomy, from better properties of plastic films, that keep goods on supermarket shelves longer, better properties in terms of plastic bottles, through to innovations in fuels, and talking to All Nippon Airways, Japanese airline carrier, about their plans for biofuels and aviation biofuels. So yeah, it's always amazing. There's always a huge variety and depth, and there's always new things to learn and new opportunities that people are pursuing. So look, we're already hard at work for next year. A few of the clients have already obviously signed for 2017. We'll be moving the event to the much more luxurious surroundings of the Krasnopolski hotel in the centre of Amsterdam. So we visited that, and we're very pleased with the refurbishment program that's happened there. So a really nice environment there, and we're obviously looking at building out the agenda and some of the topics. So again, looking at some of these success stories, some of the other new compounds and molecules. If you're looking at chemicals, looking and re-energizing some of the actual benefits from the fuels side in terms of biofuels. I think there's some good and important stories to talk about. What is a €4 billion industry that is reducing emissions in transport. We're seeing other innovations in new areas, in terms of shipping, some of the people supplying biofuels to the shipping industry. So we're seeing government-led contracts, whether it's dredging or other opportunities around the emissions reduction profile that you get through use of biofuels. And so coming off the back of COP21 and the new environment around climate change and carbon mitigation as a big driver. And again, sticking with shipping, great opportunities with biolubricants in terms of whether it's propeller shafts and some of the things. So that's a sector that we're looking forward to covering next year, along with everything else that is the complexity of world biomarkets. So yeah, already hard at work. The producers are already scratching their heads and conversations and we're also forming a new council of advisors and getting some great high quality input. So it's such a tough industry to cover. So it very much has to be built by the industry for the industry. So we'll be looking forward to seeing everyone again next year at World Biomarkets.